Hello and welcome to Earth Reform. You know, it's 2012, the age of technology, and yet we're still burning fossil fuels as our main source for energy. We've all heard the importance of turning off excess lights, but do you know the impact that it's leaving on our environment? Find out how your electricity usage is directly linked to air pollution that's greatly contributing to global warming and climate change. Today we'll be discussing the coal industry. Does our health come with a price tag? And how much will we pay? Why is the world so heavily dependent on coal-fired power plants for energy? It remains 29.6% of the world's primary energy source, while generating 42% of the electricity worldwide. Coal plants are the world's #1 source for greenhouse gas emissions, making it the primary cause of global warming and climate change. The combustion of 1 ton of coal will roughly generate enough electricity to light 400 homes for 1 day. Put into perspective, for every ton of coal burned, it produces approximately 2.5 tons of carbon dioxide emissions and 27 pounds of sulfur dioxide emissions. It also emits nitrogen oxide, carbon monoxide, mercury, lead, arsenic, and many other noxious chemicals. Unfortunately, some side effects that coal plants have on humans include headaches, chronic bronchitis, aggravated asthma, inflamed lungs, increased susceptibility to respiratory illnesses, cancer, and finally, premature death. And the guaranteed effects of coal plants to the earth include smog, which damages plants and can cause death for some fish and algae. Acid rain, damaging forests, lakes, buildings, and historic monuments. Air toxins, contributing to ground-level ozone. Air toxins also end up back into our waters, harming humans and sea life. It also causes increased mercury in waters. Dirty snow, accounting for 25% of global temperature increase, as dark snow due to soot absorbs the sun's heat instead of reflecting it back into the atmosphere. This also causes glaciers to melt quicker, contributing to the increased sea levels. And finally, global warming, all of which are precursors to climate change. Where is coal-powered energy commonly used? Coal combustion and coal combustion products are heavily used in the production of steel and cement. Paper manufacturing facilities require so much heat for processing and generating paper products that many facilities have their own coal-fired plants built into the establishment. These are just a few among many industrial practices utilizing coal as a primary source for energy. The U.S. relies on coal for about 50% of their electricity needs. Canada operates primarily on hydroelectricity and uses coal as a secondary resource. In 2008, Canada burned 51.4 megatons of coal for powering electricity. Of this, Alberta was responsible for consuming 27.4 megatons of coal for power. That means Alberta is responsible for 53% of all coal combustion for electricity in Canada, supplying 66% of the province's electricity needs. Why is China's excessive use of coal plants affecting us? And how are we contributing to this problem? Linfen, a city with a population exceeding 4 million, is in the province of Shaanxi, China. Known for its coal industry, the city is recognized as the most polluted in the world. The Yellow River running through Shaanxi is often described as the cradle of Chinese civilization. Over 1/3 of its fish species have become extinct, primarily due to the pollution. China owns 14% of the global coal reserve, making it the third largest in the world. Coal plants power 70% of the country's electricity. Since 2000, China's coal consumption has increased by approximately 12% each year, corresponding to the country's industrial growth. It is now the world's leading coal consumer, accounting for 46% of the world's total coal consumption. This is exceptionally high when compared to the US at 13%. According to China's Energy Research Institute, it is estimated that in the next 10 years, China will increase its energy consumption by 60% to supply the country's industry development. Now you ask, how does all this relate with us? Well, the Earth strikes back with the CORIOLIS effect. Simply put, pollution created on one side of the planet will eventually end up on the other side of the planet in a short period of time. Particles of pollution in the air move with the direction of the wind. Pollution in water moves with the direction of the currents. According to the Journal of Geophysical Research, pollution from China travels to the western U.S. within 1 to 3 days. It's estimated that 25% of air pollution in Los Angeles results from coal plants in China. Approximately 25% of China's air pollution results from manufacturing goods exported to the West. In 2010, the U.S. imported $365 billion worth of goods from China. The top 5 categories of imports included electrical machinery, toys and sports equipment, furniture and bedding, and footwear, all of which require coal-fired power plants to supply energy for manufacturing. In the same year, Canada imported a total value of $44.5 billion from China. Do you see a common denominator? We need to become more aware as consumers. The end price that we will pay for saving a few dollars today will be devastating in the very near future. We must stop manufacturing and purchasing goods from countries heavily dependent on fossil fuels for energy. We must commit to mandating policies that would require all existing coal plants worldwide to upgrade their facilities to clean coal power plants. Clean coal? Now that's an oxymoron. It's hardly clean. Nevertheless, clean coal technologies claim to reduce carbon emissions by nearly 50%. Should governments choose to continue surrendering to the fossil fuel industry tycoons, it's absolutely necessary to apply an obligatory facility conversion towards clean coal technology for all existing and future plants. What other available options do we currently have for energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Solar energy and wind energy. These are examples of renewable energy. Although there are several other resources, these are the 2 major technologies that we should be focusing on.